Hello! So I'm posting this via YouTube because I can't type. um, Unfortunately, I wrote a post about dermatillomania and just like my struggles with it necessarily, and a lot of the times I end up like picking at the sides of my fingers and different things like that, and picking at my nail beds, picking at just about anything that I can around my hands, especially like around my back area, which I don't know if you can see, but I have some scabs back there right now, unfortunately. I have some scabs on my face, but I've covered them up with makeup because I'm too embarrassed to really show that. Maybe at the end of the thing, I'll take off the makeup and show you what it really looked like underneath all of it. It's not too terrible, but it is still an issue. Tonight, for the first time in a long time, I would say probably over a year. Maybe not over a year, I'm not sure. I don't really recall whenever I did it last, but I bit all of my fingernails down to just like the quick area that I used to do, where it gets painful, and then I have to, because I was bleeding on these ones, so I had to cover them up. I don't know if you can even like really see like what's going on. But, yeah, I don't know, I was sitting there, I was watching a movie, and, normally, I'm fine. Normally I've, gotten over it, but I just sat there and I just did it, and I knew I was doing it, and I kept doing it anyway, and I couldn't stop myself, really. It's like, anyone who's ever bitten their nails, like, or has that habit, knows that, like, when you start, you can't just, like, stop on, like, one finger. Like, if you've done 2 fingers, you can't just stop on those 2 and then let the other ones be okay. And I don't know what it is about that, but I feel like the sense of all of them have to be bleeding and broken, basically, and I don't even think about it as bleeding and broken whenever I'm doing it. I'm just like I must make them all even, I guess, is what I think about. And I was just really disappointed in myself, and I guess I've just been having a bit of a hard time just dealing with stress in general, even though I've been okay for a while. I mean, with my immigration hearing and things like that, it's been difficult. And here I am, look at me, pulling my hair. Like, I don't need to start doing that. Like, I found myself yesterday, like doing the exact same thing that I did in school, which is just like, I would just run my fingers through it, and then I just pull out, like, see, I have hair in my hands right now, and I would just pull it out. And I would just do that, like, over and over and over again, like, especially if I felt like there was a tangle or something. Instead of just getting a hairbrush or something, I'd be like, okay, well, I'll just pull it out, And, like, I have, like, up here, there used to be hair, like, right here, but there's not anymore. And that's I always try to hide it as much as I can, but if I pull my hair back, you can see it, and it's like, I did that to myself in grade school and like growing up and things like that. And so you don't really realize the bald patches until you like start like wearing your hair in like a different style and different things like that. I honestly don't know why I don't just part my bangs to this side, because it would make more sense. But I think it's because whenever there's like a break in my hair or whatever, and over here you can see it, like if I have my hair like pulled up or whatnot, you can see it, but sometimes you can just see it, and that really, really bothers me. So, but you know, there's nothing I can do about that really. The other part of my hair that is just the part that I used to attack a lot was like the back here, and it wasn't just pulling my hair out. It was literally like I was scratching at the back of my scalp because I have a mole on the back of my scalp, and I swear, like, I've heard it so many times because I've just been like, I have to get rid of it, I have to get rid of it, I have to get rid of it. And now, like, during that period of time, I also pulled out a lot of hair so that I have like a slightly uneven hairline in the back. I can't turn my head obviously around enough for you to see all of that, but like I thought about having like some guy, a hairstylist or someone, just like kind of buzz it straight. I didn't know if that would work. I'm not sure, but it's really uneven, so I just, you know, I keep my hair long, and or at least long enough that you can't notice that. I will never have short hair, that's for sure. But yeah, like my fingers hurt so bad right now. I just feel really, really disappointed in myself because I did so good for so long, and then it's just like you don't even expect it, and I don't feel like I have anything to be stressed about. I mean, my immigration hearing, we won the most recent case, and yes, we are waiting to hear back from the Home Office, and yeah, you know, I'm not really that optimistic about what they're going to say. But at the same time, I mean, I don't have a job. I don't have other responsibilities outside of the house or outside of just being myself. I don't have, you know, a lot of things to stress me out or to worry me. But I guess it must just be on a subconscious level that I'm doing this to myself. Again. That I did this in grade school. I did this growing up, and then I got to the end of high school and university where I kind of like really sort of went off the deep end mentally. And so that was whenever I first started seeing like psychiatrists and a therapist and different things like that. And I was able to talk about how I felt, and I was able to get medication to help me with my stress and my anxiety and my condition in general. Sorry, I'm holding a hot water bottle. It's cold. Anyway, so for a long time after that, I would say since I was about 20, I've been decent with the situation. Like, I would still have moments where I did it, but once I moved out to Japan, it was few and far between, and I never really did it. I mean, I wouldn't say never on the dermatillomania, because that's just something that I still can't really get over, but hopefully at some point I will. Yeah, so I just felt really disappointed, and I can't type, so that's why I made a video. And I'm wearing the largest Rolling Stones t-shirt in the world. Like, I think I could probably fit in this shirt twice, and they say it's my size, so I'm like, no, it's not. It's clearly not. You just misprinted. What else was I going to say? I don't really have anything else to say. I'm going to try to just keep my fingers bandaged, and hopefully they will heal. I have this. It's organic snail gel hand and nail elixir, and it's supposed to at least from what my friend tells me, it's supposed to help get rid of warts and, you know, imperfections in your skin and different things like that. So I've put it on twice a day, and I just rub, 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 and it smells good, to be honest. Like I smell it now. It smells good. It doesn't taste edible. I just mean it smells better than putting like other creams on my hands. I hear you can get some for the face, but it's really expensive, so I didn't opt for that. Yeah, so ways I am trying to deal with my stress. Coloring is probably the #1 way that I'm trying to deal with it. Sorry, I'm doing the exact thing that I'm not supposed to do. You touch it and you see that it's uneven from the other ones, and you're just like, can't. It's like you need to just smack yourself. But then I remember whenever I was younger and I used to do this, and people would smack my hands away from my mouth, like I would do this, they would smack my hands away from my mouth, or smack my hands away from my face, or smack my hands away from my hair. And I'm just like, that never works. Do not smack anyone's hand away from them whatsoever. It's like they're trying to do the whole, you know, oh, well, maybe if you feel like you're putting your hands close to your face, you'll feel like you're going to get smacked. It's like, no, it doesn't work, because you're not with me all the time, and that's not a good incentive, you know, that's not a good discipline to try to start teaching if you're not able to commit to it 24/7. Maybe it would work. Maybe it would work. I'm not sure. I don't want it, because I don't want people smacking me. But, I've often had the conversation with people who are just like, just stop, like, just wake up one day and go, I no longer do any of these things. I'm perfectly healthy and fine. Like, I don't know what they think. Do they think I want to do these things? Do they think that I want to like have awkward Band-Aids on myself and prevent myself from typing on Tumblr? Do they think that I want to have a weird bald spot that I have to constantly worry about covering up, or the fact that I need to cover up the scabs on my face from where I pick, or like the fact that I can't wear any type of low crop top or something like that because I'm afraid of them to see like the different scars and scabs and different things like that I have on my skin. I mean, everyone always compliments me on my skin, and they always say it's the most beautiful thing that you have, it's your most beautiful feature, blah blah blah. And to me, it's kind of like, if any of them knew about any of this, I feel like they would just be so mad at me, like, because I don't suffer from horrendous acne, or I don't suffer from psoriasis, or any other like skin condition that causes so many people all over the world so much pain. And you know, I have really nice, fair, clear skin. I find imperfections in it, and I almost ruin my skin in the process. So I can see why they would be upset, but at the same time, it's not like I want to do this. It's not like I, you know, signed up for it or said, you know, oh yeah, this is going to be me forever now. You know, and I have tried to get better, and it is difficult. It is really difficult to do it on your own, and it's difficult for other people to understand what you're going through, like what goes on in your mind, because to other people who don't, you know, pick or pull or bite, to them all this is sort of childish behaviors. They're sort of things you should have gotten over when you were a kid, or you should learn to deal with anxiety. Like, I don't know how many times people have told me to just deal with stress. Like, thank you, but you really don't know what you're talking about, do you? Yes, stress happens to everyone. It does. But to some people, it happens at a different degree. To other people, it happens at the same degree. Unfortunately, they are not able to cope with it in the same way that you know, maybe someone who's a little bit more stable can. And that's okay, because you know, there's help, there's therapy, there's medicine, there's groups, there's people to talk to, and I'm one of them. And unfortunately, I need to do that now. So I need to get my little support fingers out there. Unfortunately, I can't type, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm just dealing with it by keeping my fingers bandaged, making sure to rub the cream in. About my skin and about picking, I'm just trying to remind myself not to do it, which can be really hard, especially whenever I'm like subconscious and like I start sticking my hand down my shirt and stuff, but I gotta stop doing that. It's hard to say, like, stop it, because that's what you know you're saying to yourself in your mind, and you just can't, and it feels like you have lost control of yourself, and you're just like, stop it, stop doing what you're doing, stop doing what you're doing, stop it, you're gonna regret it, so much, just stop it right now. And then you don't, and you feel really, really, really bad about it. But I thought I was gonna be brave and at the end of this video take off my makeup, and I'm not. So I don't I don't want people to see the scars or the scabs that are on my face right now. So I guess I'll let everyone just continue to think that I have perfect skin, because that's something nice, I guess. Anyway, that's it. So hopefully I'll be able to type soon if I can keep my fingers out of my mouth.